Good morning, my friends. It's a beautiful day. I see the sun shining in the windows. I'm eating my donuts. And of course, I'm drinking some coffee. It's lukewarm. I need to top that off and get it warmer. I'm here on my zero, just kind of chilling, staring at my open wound of what used to be a blister. I'm warning you right now, this is gross, but I'm going to show you so you can see what it looks like. It's gross, so turn away if you can't handle that kind of thing. The greasiness is from the triple antibiotic. I just keep slathering that on. I got some sport tape and gauze because I do have to go into town later and do some resupply. Just figuring out right now what I'm going to do. The pain has already gotten better since last night, just because I scraped it for 2.5 days, just tearing new skin off. It is definitely red and puffy and pussy on the inside, but it's really the new skin that you're seeing there. So it's not as bad as it looks. It's gross, but it's not as bad. When I had, like I said on the last video, the PCT was like that deep. When that got infected, because I ripped it off for like a good 80 miles probably. This was just 40, but it was 2 days. So I'm going to really take care of it today and nurse it and figure out if I just need to stay off it for a few days. And if that happens, I would just end up going home for a few days and going back to the trail. But I'm really trying to get it taken care of today so I can continue going tomorrow after this zero. Way too early in the trail for me to take a zero. But I got to Franklin in 6 days, so definitely making good time, so it's okay. Not a problem. There is something else I have not told you yet that is a real benefit of one reason I started when I did this year. 2 years ago on the AT, I started on February 15th. Last year, it was much earlier. Technically, I started on the same day as I did this year, but I had some side trails and other mountains that I was doing, like Brasstown Bald and so forth last year, so I went a little slower on the actual trail up to about this point. Still doing the same miles, they just weren't all on the AT. But with what I did on the AT, started on February 15th, 2 years ago to now, in 30 miles, when I get to the NOC, the NOC, Nantahala Outdoor Center, I believe I'm saying that correctly. When I get there, that will be the mile marker I need to hit my 4,000th mile on the Appalachian Trail in 2 years. It's not including all the side trails, not including all the summits, just what I did between the last 2 years and this year on the AT. I would need to do that by February the 15th. I have plenty of time, so I'm not worried about that. That's still way in the future. However, if I get off trail because it's being hurt, that might play a damper on that or squeeze it really close. I don't know. But like I said, I'm hoping this heals because I got 30 more miles to get to the NOC and be a 4,000 miler on the AT in 2 years, which is kind of a big deal to me. That's almost as big of a deal as finishing a Thru-Hike because I pound out a lot of miles. Did 2,600 last year. I'm sorry, I think it was 2,800 last year between the AT and then other trails or side trails on the AT. I think it was 2,600. I apologize. This year, I have 2 other Thru-Hikes that I'm going to be doing, then back to the really big ones the following year, like the CDT or whatnot. I have some big plans of some Thru-Hikes that I'm going to be doing abroad and here in the U.S. In coming years. I'll let you know about those when I decide to do them because I'm spontaneous and I don't ever plan years in advance. So, but I have some big plans. This will probably be the last AT hike or Thru-Hike that I'll do for the next couple years because I do plan on doing the CDT next year and some of these other big ones as well. But this year, the AT, the Blue Mountain Trail, and then Fortune's SB6K Thru-Hike Trail, the one I created for the 40 summits. Anyway, I'm just babbling now. I'm on a 0 and I have nobody to talk to. But anyway, I'm letting that thing heal up as much as I can today. So hopefully I could be out on the trail tomorrow, pounding those miles out once again. All right, I'll keep you informed as the day progresses. And I'll talk to you all here soon. All right, so executive decision has been made. I am back home. I'm home for just a few days, though, until... Let's see if I can get it here. So, that ugly thing heals up and gets uninfected. That will be what I look like for the next couple days, is flip-flops and sandals. So, I wasn't about to have that rubbing against, because it's very painful. Right now, not so bad. 10 minutes ago, horrible. 5 minutes from now, horrible again. It's definitely infected and hitting the nerves. So I'm going to take real good care of it, put antibiotics on, just rest it and heal it for a couple days. Sometimes you never know. I haven't had a blister in 3 years. First time I've ever had it with Ultra. That's why I think there's something wrong with the right shoe I had, because it was rubbing in something that it never rubs, and to create the blister in the first place. And then it just ripped it open, and unfortunately that part, whatever it was, just keeps rubbing and rubbing and rubbing for 2.5 days. So not good. Actually, almost 3 full days from when I first noticed it, when I first felt that burning back there. So anyway, I'm going to be home for a couple days. I'll still keep you updated here on the channel. Don't go anywhere. And I will let you know what's going on. And when I get back, I'll be heading up to Waya Bald and towards the Knock. So keep tuned. And I need 30 more miles to get my 4,000 miles in 2 years. I have plenty of time still to get those 30 miles to make sure I at least hit that on my way back in time for the 2 years. If not, oh well, what can I do about it? It's more important that my foot heals right now. I want that foot to be used in the future as well. So, all right, everybody take care. And remember, live life.